As the sun rises on the 2025 Chicago Bears training camp, a new era begins, one driven by ambition, urgency, and the undeniable pressure of expectations. The city of Chicago has endured enough heartbreak. Now, with a franchise quarterback in Caleb Williams and one of the league's most innovative minds in head coach Ben Johnson, every position battle matters more than ever. And it starts with arguably the most pivotal battle in the trenches, left tackle. Caleb Williams' blindside protector has yet to be determined, and it's a three-man race. Braxton Jones, who has been recovering from off-season ankle surgery, is trying to hold on to the job he once earned. But with second-round rookie Azzy Trapillo splitting first-team reps during Otis and Karan Amagi making strides in year two, the competition is on. Trapillo's athleticism and raw power make him a fan favorite before he's even played a down. Amagi, meanwhile, has shown poise and strength in limited opportunities. If Braxton Jones isn't fully cleared by the start of camp, which looks likely, it could be the opening Trapillo needs to claim the position outright. This is a defining moment. An above-average left tackle could turn this Bears offensive line into a top-tier unit, especially with the potential of Darnell Wright taking another leap on the right side. But here's the question. Who do you believe should protect Caleb's blind side? Braxton's experience, Trapillo's upside, or Amagi's quiet rise? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. While the battle in the trenches rages, another key contest brews in the backfield, the fight for RB2 behind DeAndre Swift. Roshan Johnson has had every opportunity to seize the backup role, but after a pedestrian 2024 season and two concussions in 2 years, doubts are mounting. Enter Kyle Monangai, the rugged Rutgers workhorse. With 2,500 rushing yards in his last 2 seasons, Monangai brings a compact, balanced style and shows promise as a pass catcher, something that Roshan has yet to offer consistently. Ian Wheeler remains an intriguing wildcard, but this feels like a two-man race. Can Monangai push Roshan to the edge? The pads will tell us more, but the coaching staff has taken notice of Monangai's energy and vision. If he dominates early in camp, the door could swing wide open. Meanwhile, at linebacker, Ruben Hippolyte is making a name for himself. Drafted in the 4th round, Hippolyte was seen as a reach by some, but his explosiveness and versatility are already flashing in camp. He stepped in during Otis when TJ Edwards was sidelined, even playing the linebacker spot he rarely played in college. Ben Johnson had high praise for Hippolyte, calling him one of the most consistent and fast-adapting rookies on the field. If that trend continues into padded practices, the third linebacker spot, formerly occupied by Jack Sanborn, could belong to Hippolyte by mid-August. Neither Noah Sewell nor Ian Ababiga has done enough to keep him from rising. Let's move on to the new news. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the Bears' most important training camp stories, hit that subscribe button and help grow the most passionate Bears community on YouTube. Like the video and turn on the bell for instant updates, bold predictions, and breaking Bears news all season long. Now back to business. Who will be the Bears' third edge rusher behind Montez Sweat and Dayo Odeyingbo? The spring standout, Dominique Robinson. But let's be honest, Robinson has often vanished when pads come on. Daniel Hardy flashed in camp last year, but questions remain about his scheme fit. Austin Booker, despite being a promising draft pick, was quiet during Otis. If there's a roster spot open for a mid-camp addition, this might be it. Don't be shocked if the Bears look outside the building for help, think low-risk trades, or a veteran signing late in the preseason. If GM Ryan Poles pulls the trigger on an edge addition, that tells us everything we need to know about the current group. Another area where competition will be fierce, but perhaps more symbolic than practical, is cornerback. Tariq Stevenson remains the favorite opposite Jalen Johnson, and for good reason. His skill set fits this press man scheme better than anyone else's, and his playmaking resume backs it up. 20-plus pass breakups and 5 INTs since 2023. But he's far from flawless. Discipline, maturity, and technique have held him back. Terrell Smith is waiting in the wings, and rookie Zay Frazier could push his way into the conversation with a strong camp. Still, unless Stevenson implodes, it's his job to lose, and the staff wants him to win it. Wide receiver 3 is another fascinating story. Luther Burden enters with explosive potential, but he's been hampered by a soft tissue injury and has yet to sign his rookie contract. Meanwhile, Olamide Zakos, the reliable veteran, has made the most of his reps. The Bears didn't draft Burton in the second round to sit, but if Zakos dominates early reps, it could push Burton into a rotational role out of the gate. And don't sleep on the mental side. Burton still has to master the playbook and stay healthy before he becomes WR3. Ben Johnson won't hand him anything. Not with the regular season looming and expectations sky high. If Burton gets on the field by week 2 of training camp, though, watch out. His ability after the catch could electrify Soldier Field. Now let's talk quarterback depth, a topic fans often overlook until it's too late. Everyone in Chicago is focused on Caleb Williams, and rightfully so, but the backup QB job matters. Tyson Bagent versus Case Keenum. On paper, Bagent is the logical choice. He's young, knows the offense from last year, and flashed serious grit in 2024. But Keenum, a 15-year veteran, has looked sharp in OTAs. Don't underestimate what Ben Johnson values here. In Detroit, he consistently leaned on veteran backups, even when younger prospects showed potential. So if Caleb goes down for 2 or 3 weeks, who steps in? That could determine the difference between making the playoffs and falling short. Keenum may not be flashy, but he's been around, he's smart, and he executes. Still, the Bears would love for Bagent to take that next step and lock down the role. If he doesn't, Johnson won't hesitate to go with the steady hand. And lastly, there's the kicker competition, or lack thereof. Cairo Santos is one of the league's most accurate kickers, but the Bears brought in Jonathan Kim, the big-legged rookie out of Michigan State. It's unlikely Santos loses his job, but Kim's presence could allow for longer field goal attempts in preseason or even serve as a kickoff specialist role if he earns it. Training camp is all about pushing limits, uncovering hidden gems, and separating hype from reality. For the Bears, these 8 battles aren't just filler stories. They're a glimpse into the heart of the roster being built. Some of these decisions, left tackle, edge depth, WR3, could dramatically influence how far this team can go in 2025. And in a season where playoff expectations are real, every rep counts, every decision matters. So here's the real question for every Bears fan watching. Which of these camp battles will define the season? Drop your thoughts below. Let's get the conversation started. Make sure you're subscribed for daily breakdowns, bold predictions, and all things Chicago Bears. This team is on the brink. Don't miss a moment of it. Bear down.